Whenever the laws of any state are broken, a duly authorized organization swings into action. It may be called the state police, state troopers, militia, the rangers, or the highway patrol. These are the stories of the men whose training, skill, and courage have enforced and preserved our state laws.
Give me the highway patrol, please.
Highway Patrol, Larrabee. Yes, ma'am. What's your name, please? When did it happen, Miss Cooper? I see. Where are you now? Uh-huh. Can you hold on just a moment, please? Had another sniping at Wellsburg.
Oh, fine. That makes number 8, doesn't it?
Apparently doubling up the patrol in that area didn't make much impression.
We'll have to impress him a little harder, that's all. Tell Miss Cooper to wait where she is. I want to talk to her.
Here's your location.
Thanks.
Yes, this is the spot. I stopped right here, I think.
Let's see. You're going 35 miles an hour. It takes 78 feet to stop. Another second to apply the brakes. That's another 38 feet. Yeah, I guess you'd stop about right in there.
So he was hiding in there somewhere, anywhere.
Did he shoot the others from there, too?
No, that'd be too easy. 7 cars have been hit so far. You're number 8.
The only pattern is they form a circle around Wellsburg.
The shell cases we found all come from the same gun.
Then it's someone in Wellsburg.
And he's playing it real careful.
You know, we could retire before we'd finish combing this brush. We'd better check all the farmers in the area. If there's anybody who owns a 22.
Practically every family in the area owns one, standard equipment on a farm.
Yeah, I know. Take Miss Cooper back to the car. Check the 3 farms at the cutoff. I'll go the other way. Thanks, Miss Cooper.
Good luck.
Dunlap? Matthews, Highway Patrol. May I come in?
Sure.
Sure about the snipings in the past few days?
I sure have.
One of them happened near your place. See anybody with a rifle?
No, I didn't. But I thought it might be the same lad we caught shooting the insulators off our telephone poles last year.
Who was that?
Well, I dropped in on his parents last evening, and the boy couldn't have been the same one. So I'd rather not mention his name. No use making trouble.
Why don't you let us run the investigation? That happens to be our job.
Well, that's the way I am, Mr. Matthews. I see something going wrong, and I just have to set it right, if I can. I don't like to see anybody flaunt the law or take unfair advantage of another person. That's the way I am.
Mm-hmm. Anybody live here with you?
No, not since my sister died. I'm a bachelor. But if I get to the bottom of these shootings, I'll certainly let you know.
Thanks.
It won't be easy, you know. Everybody around here knows how to use a gun.
No, not quite. Somebody knows how to aim one and pull a trigger. There's a difference. Who's got the next farm?
Fred Carter.
Well, Jim,
Hi, Mr. Larkin.
still figuring on staying around here?
How's my credit?
Credits?
Look, I've been on that farm of mine, or what's left of it, for 5 days, pulling up the weeds. I intend to stay with it, but I've got to have some credit.
No, I don't know, Jim.
I served my time in prison. Now I'm trying to start over.
Well, you were a bad risk long before you went to jail, Jim.
I'm asking you for a break.
Well, you proved to me that you've learned your lesson, and maybe we can work something out.
Oh, never mind, Mr. Larkin.
Wait a minute, Jim. If it's a grub steak you want, or a few potatoes, or a few beans, I'll always help you, Jim.
Now, keep it.
Matthews, Highway Patrol. You Carter?
Yeah?
Oh, we're checking on the snipers. Been operating in this area. Shot was fired from your land the other day.
Well, I'm not your man. I don't own a gun. Even if I did, I couldn't hit a broadside of a barn. But come on in.
Thanks. Did you happen to see anybody in this area with a rifle today?
You mean boys?
Anybody.
Well, you are looking for boys, aren't you?
Well, why should I?
Well, you know how boys are.
Sure, I know how boys are, but that doesn't make them snipers.
Well, grown men wouldn't go around shooting at cars.
You'd be amazed how many middle-aged juvenile delinquents there are. Hey, you live here alone?
Well, yeah.
Nice-looking girl.
Yeah, I almost married her, but she changed her mind.
That's too bad.
Say, you figuring this sniper to be a grown man kind of worries me.
Yeah?
My own car was hit this morning, you know.
Why didn't you report it?
Well, I was just on my way to town when you drove up. You want to see it?
Yeah, I'd like to.
There it is.
What'd it happen?
Oh, about a mile or so down the road, I felt my tire had picked up a rock. Didn't know it was a bullet till I got home.
Now, if you see anybody with a gun, let us know, will you?
I sure will.
Thanks.
Morning, Emmett.
Oh, good morning, Herb. What can I do for you?
Need a sack of feed.
Okay. Say your friend Purcell was in. Wanted me to extend him some credit. Can you beat that?
Well, his place is awful run down. Listen, next time he comes in, if he needs help, tell him to see me.
Look, Herb, you don't owe him anything. When you identified him, you were doing your duty. It isn't your fault he went to jail. It's his.
I know, but, well, I'd like to see him get started right.
Well, it's your funeral.
Morning, Fred.
Morning, Herb.
Fred? Anything else, Herb?
Did the wire mine come in yet?
No, but it should be in this morning.
Well, I'm going to the post office. I'll stop at the barber shop. You call me, huh? I'll be home about noon.
Okay, Herb. Goodbye.
How'd it go?
Couldn't find out a thing, you?
I don't get it. Nobody's seen anything suspicious in the past 4 days. I'll stay with it. You resume patrol.
2110 to 2150. 2110 to 2150.
2150 by.
There's been another sniping. This time, the driver's dead.
Ten four.
Here it is! I had a perfect line on you from here. If the grass is matted down, I figure that's where he waited. There's a heel print over there and a part of another here.
That's a real nice spot. A little different from all the others.
How do you mean?
The others were a little off to the side. And this one, the traffic hits you head on. We're not looking for a sniper who got careless. We're looking for a guy who deliberately committed murder. Take a look here. That shell could be from the same gun. Get a cast of those heel prints, too. He gets his stuff at Larkin's feed store.
Probably on his way home.
I'm going to the store and talk to the people there. You wait for the coroner and lab men, then meet me. Mr. Larkin?
Yes?
I'm Matthews, Highway Patrol.
Yes.
Tell me something. Who wrote this up?
Well, I did. For Herb Dunlap. But how did you get it? Something wrong?
He's dead.
Herb dead? Why? What happened?
He was shot by a sniper on the highway.
Oh, I can't believe it.
How long have you known him?
Most of my life.
Did he have any enemies?
Oh, not Herb. He got along with everybody. Why, he was as helpful almost to a fault. Why, I don't think there's a person in the world who... Wait a minute. One man might have a grudge against him.
Oh? Who was that?
Jim Purcell, a bad apple.
What about the grudge?
Well, Purcell held up a lumberyard, and Herb saw it. Purcell was sent up for 4 years because Herb identified him at the trial. Otherwise, he would have gone free.
Is he still in prison?
No, he just got out. He came back to town on the bus about 5 days ago.
Where can I find him?
Well, he has a little farm out on the cutoff.
Thanks, Mr. Larkin.
You're welcome, sir.
How'd it go? Oh, I got a man with a motive.
I brought the cast of that heel print in. I thought you might need it on this end.
Let's check it now. Mr. Larkin,
Yes, sir.
here's a cast of the heel print found at the scene of the crime.
Why, that looks like the heel of a work shoe that I stock.
Got a pair handy?
Yes, I have. There you are, sir.
Thanks. There's no doubt about it. Any other store in town carry the shoe?
No, I'm the only one in the area. It's a good buy, too. It sells for $5.40.
Anybody buy a pair in the past few days?
Yes, Jim Purcell, about 5 days ago.
Jim Purcell. Let's go. Thanks, Mr. Larkin. Your name, Purcell?
Word got around real fast, didn't it? The black sheep's in town. Better get the cops out there.
All right, come on, let's go inside.
Look, I got work to do. I haven't got time to talk to you.
Take time, it's important.
Okay, what do you want?
You know a guy by the name of Dunlap?
Herb Dunlap? Sure. This town's my home. I know 'em all.
He testified at the trial, didn't he?
That's right.
And you probably won't mind hearing that he's dead.
You're kidding me.
Somebody shot him. Know anything about it?
Oh, me? No. Why should I?
4 years in jail is a good reason.
Okay, so I paid the state their 4 years. I haven't seen Dunlap since the trial.
Are those the shoes you bought at Larkin's 5 days ago?
Sure, why?
Show me your foot.
What?
Sit down and hold up your foot. Could be close enough.
Yeah. You got a .22 rifle on the place?
That's all I need. Me an ex-con with a gun?
Look around outside. Where were you at noon today?
Right here.
Prove it.
Ah, you know I can't prove it. I never should have come back here. Every little thing that goes wrong.
This is no little thing. It's murder.
Oh, sure. That's going to have my prints all over it because I handled it. I found it here just before you got here. I don't know who put it there or how it got there. Look, I swear I never saw it before. But you're not going to believe me, are you? Not for 1 minute.
Lab just called. There's some discrepancies between the heel of Purcell's shoe and the cast of the print.
Anything ballistics?
Not yet. Highway Patrol, Larrabee. Not yet. Purcell's still sticking with his story.
I've been down in the lab. They've been running a series of tests on that rifle. The slug that killed Dunlap wasn't fired from that gun.
You sure?
Positive. They've been turning slugs under that microscope for an hour. Funny thing is, that shell case we found did come from the gun.
Then it was planted.
That's the way I figure it.
Let's take a ride. Mr. Larkin.
Yes, sir.
We were wrong.
Yeah?
Purcell didn't kill Dunlap.
No, who did?
We don't know. Anybody in here with Dunlap today?
Why, yes. Fred Carter came in while Herb was here.
Now think. Anybody else buy a pair of those work shoes lately?
Well, about 4 days ago, Fred Carter did. Now, surely you don't think Fred. Why, Fred and Herb have been good neighbors for years.
How'd they get along?
Well, pretty well, but not so well lately since Herb's sister died.
Why should that make a difference?
Well, she came out from the east, and Fred started courting her, and Herb didn't think that Fred was, you know, sort of the right man. He was pretty stubborn about it, too. So she finally left, went back east, and she died about a year ago. Left quite a lot of money, too.
To her brother?
Yes, but is that a motive for a murder?
We don't know yet. Thanks.
Mr. Matthews.
Yeah. You heard about the murder, I suppose?
Yes, a terrible thing. That ex-convict Purcell.
He had nothing to do with it. Somebody framed him because he was an ex-con. Bought shoes exactly like his, did a little sniping to confuse things. Left a shell case and heel prints at the scene of the crime, then planted a gun at his house.
But who would do a thing like that?
Let's start with the shoes. Larkin said you bought them.
Well, are you accusing me?
I want to see them.
Well, this is ridiculous.
Why?
Herb Dunlap was my neighbor, my friend.
Stood between you and the girl you wanted to marry, didn't he?
Well, that was a long time ago.
And it bugged you that he wanted dead. When he came back, he saw your chance.
But I was a victim of the sniper. My own car was hit.
Yeah, you stood back about 10 feet and shot a hole in your own car. Even angled it down so it wouldn't hit the motor.
Locked.
Radio for help. I'm going after him.
Be careful.
He's probably not armed. This is a foot race.
Oh, Carter, you're under arrest. Only a foot race, huh?
Well, now we know where the murder weapon is. Can you see him?
No.
Rather than use this from this distance, I might as well throw rocks at him.
Yeah, he's really got us outclassed when it comes to weapons.
I don't know. Use both hands on that pistol of yours and take plenty of time.
But he can get off 3 good shots before I get a line on him.
Well, I'll tell you what you do. Zero him in. I'm going to circle around trying to convince him he's covered from both sides. When he turns my way, nail him. Oh, and do me a favor. Don't miss. All right, Sergeant, he's behind those bricks over there. Let's rush him. I'll take it first. I'll get an ambulance. Oh, by the way, you qualified with that pistol of yours this month.